If you need to add a DNS record in Bluehost, whether it's an A record, CNAME, MX, or TXT record, this video will walk you through the process step by step. This is a really common task when you're connecting a domain to a website, setting up email, verifying ownership, or pointing a subdomain to another service. And the good news is, once you know where to look, it's actually pretty simple. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this. It really helps the channel, and it tells me to keep making step-by-step guides that save you time. Alright, let's jump right into it. First, log into your Bluehost account. You'll want to make sure you're signed into the correct account that manages the domain you want to edit. If you have multiple websites or domains, double check that you're in the right place before making any changes. Once you're inside Bluehost, look for the hosting section and then click cPanel. Bluehost may look a little different depending on your dashboard version, but you're looking for the area that gives you access to your hosting tools and DNS settings. After that, scroll down until you find the domain section. This is where Bluehost keeps the tools for managing domain records, subdomains, and DNS settings. In that section, click Zone Editor. The Zone Editor is the control panel where you can view and edit DNS records for your domain. Now you'll see a list of your domains. Find the domain you want to update and click Manage next to it. This opens up the DNS records for that specific domain, so you can make the exact change you need without affecting anything else. Next, click the Add Record button. This is the option that lets you create a new DNS entry. Depending on what you're setting up, you may need a different type of record. For example, if you're pointing your domain to a website, you might need an A record. If you're verifying a service or connecting a subdomain, you may need a CNAME or TXT record. And if you're setting up email, you might need MX records. Now, select the record type you need. Bluehost will usually give you a drop-down menu or a selection area where you can choose from A, CNAME, MX, TXT, or other supported record types. Make sure you choose the one that matches the instructions from the service you're connecting. After that, enter the host or name value. This is usually provided by the service you're linking to Bluehost. Sometimes it might be something like the root domain, a subdomain, or a special verification name. If you're not sure, go back to the setup instructions from your provider and copy it exactly as shown. Then enter the value or points to field. This is the destination your DNS record should point to. For an A record, this is often an IP address. For a CNAME record, it may be another domain name. For a TXT record, it may be a verification string or configuration text. Again, accuracy matters here, so make sure you enter the information exactly as provided. You'll also see a TTL field. TTL stands for Time to Live, and it controls how long DNS information is cached before refreshing. In most cases, you should leave TTL at the default setting unless the service you're using tells you to change it. Leaving it alone is usually the safest option for most users. Once everything looks correct, click Save Record. That confirms the change and adds the new DNS record to your domain. At this point, your record is created, but the change may not show up everywhere right away. That's because DNS changes need time to propagate across the internet. Bluehost notes that this can take up to 24 to 48 hours, although sometimes it happens much faster. So if you don't see the update immediately, don't panic. Give it some time and check again later, and that's it. You've now learned how to add a DNS record in Bluehost the easy way. Whether you're setting up a website, connecting an email service, or verifying a domain, these same steps will help you get it done quickly. If this video helped you, please hit like and subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials. It really supports the channel and it helps me make more videos like this for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.